Oh, well, I went live. Y'all are in trouble. It's just me today.
We're live.
We're live. You know, I don't like to be late. And I saw that 8:01 coming and we told people 8 o'clock.
I
So,
want to say around 8 o'clock.
around.
Just in case.
Sorry. We had a little mishap. Jason's computer normally stays downstairs.
Yes.
And if he leaves his mouse on, you can't go live on the laptop using your finger. So he had to go cut his mouse off.
Had to go back downstairs and
He's fast.
cut the mouse off.
And now he's out of breath.
I was humping.
You were running. So it is November the 18th at 8 o'clock on a Tuesday morning. I think everybody's finally figuring out that we're no longer doing the Tuesday afternoon lives. And boy, oh boy.
I think so.
Boy.
Catherine at G&G.
I just told her that we're fixing to go live. She said she was fixing to take a shower.
Oh,
and
goodness.
She didn't answer that part. So I told you, Catherine. I told you. We were just talking. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanksgiving's getting close.
Is it?
Yeah, it's getting a lot closer than I anticipated. I haven't done any Christmas decorations. You know, I said it seemed like yesterday, you know, I wanted to go ahead and start decorating because I feel like, you know, when you wait till after Thanksgiving, it only lasts like a couple of weeks. And you do all that work.
That's right. And then you don't enjoy it.
And then you don't enjoy it. But
so I understand why people put it up early. I do.
It's gone.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fixing to be Thanksgiving.
Time just slips away from you.
Doesn't it, though? It does.
Speaking of time slipping away from us, before we forget, we wanted to mention about the Christmas crates or the Christmas gift boxes that we did a pre-sale on.
Yes.
That we sold out of. Mm-hmm. We wanted to explain to people why we did that early.
Yes, we did that. Well, did that early to be sure everybody got theirs in time if they were going to give it away as a gift.
Mm-hmm.
And we wanted to get them out before Black Friday hits and the Christmas rush hits because
the madness of shipping.
It does. There'll be more lost orders than usual. The speed, it may take a lot longer to get there, and so we just kind of wanted to be ahead of that curve.
That's right. So we had some emails that went to the order side and didn't understand why we did it so early, and it was just simply to try to help you guys.
Absolutely. So, and also just remember that too going forward, if you start ordering stuff after Black Friday, it may take a little longer and it may not. We don't know.
Right. That's right. We just wanted to be ahead of the game. And just know that the closer it gets to Christmas, the slower the shipping's going to be.
Right.
Because everybody seems to want to, you know, and even we do it at the last minute. We figure out, oh, well, we needed to do this, and then you may or may not get it in time. So, just wanted to explain why it's so early this year. And apologize to anybody that sent it as a gift. And you say, well, Merry Christmas before Thanksgiving. But
that's right.
It was a simple trying to help y'all.
I think her name was Shirley. She said she's putting her Christmas lights up today. And I was going to tell her she could come on over here. Mm-hmm. We'll make some coffee for you, Shirley.
That's right.
Come on over here and then you can help us with ours.
Help us with ours. I've been looking at the wagon every time I walk down the driveway or whatnot. I just look at that wagon and I think to myself, that wagon needs some decorating, but the wagon's green. So I feel like greenery is going to get lost. You know, if we put, just a swag.
Last year we put a swag and
I just want something that stands out. I don't know what we can do different. I mean, I got lots of ideas, but my ideas turn into all day events. And
you know what I like to do to it?
What?
I like to put some solar Christmas lights on it.
I did the solar Christmas lights when I made the Moody hay bale decoration.
Yeah.
And they literally lasted like 2 days.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I say solar.
What about battery power?
These were battery powered, not solar.
Okay.
So I don't know if the solar worked well or not, but
somebody said put a tree with lights in it.
You know, I thought about that, and I've looked at trees. Every time I've gone to thrift stores throughout the summer, I've looked at trees.
Have y'all seen how much Christmas trees are? The fake ones.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh my gracious!
I know where I can go.
We went to Sam's about a month ago or so, and they had the Christmas stuff out, right? So they had artificial trees, nothing special, nothing special at all. A pre-lit artificial tree was nearly $700, and it was just a regular tree, and I almost fell out.
I tell you, things just have almost tripled in price. It seems
Goodness
like
gracious.
But I was looking at in thrift stores for artificial trees because that was my thinking, as I was going to put a tree in the wagon.
Mm-hmm.
I've been thinking that all along, but I just didn't pick one up. And there is a thrift store that had some stuff roped off.
Mm-hmm.
They had some Christmas trees in boxes that people had donated, and they told me to wait until closer to Christmas,
right,
and they would get the stuff out. So
right.
I hadn't been back.
Yeah, I see a lot of people say they didn't know they were that much. Now it is crazy. Now I hadn't seen how much they are at Walmart when you walk into that bag, but this was at Sam's, and it was nothing special. I don't know what size it was, but it wasn't like it was no 12-foot tree or anything. It was just a pre-lit Christmas. Now they had one that was a little smaller that was really small. It looked like Charlie Brown Christmas. Of course, it was like $300 or $400.
It's going to be interesting with Christmas this year because we have never had an inside cat before. Never, ever, ever.
I've already thought about this.
And Edgar, well, he just walked by, and Edgar is going to absolutely love the Christmas tree.
I've already thought about this.
So
now we do have an extra one that I put upstairs.
It doesn't matter if it's artificial or real.
I'm talking about putting in the wagon.
Oh, yeah, but that one's kind of puny.
And then I thought about what if we wanted to get some more cryptomeria, but even that's been on. Even
what?
It said do not disturb was on, but I had that on a long time ago. But even if we get a 5-gallon cryptomeria tree, it's still not very big.
Yeah, it kind of looks kind of puny, doesn't it?
Yeah, which looks like a Christmas tree.
Okay, so Edgar, somebody said they haven't heard of Edgar. Well, let's go back to, I think we got him in February, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know.
I can't remember the month, but anyway, Mary Carl had been wanting an inside cat, and it was something that we were like, no, we can't have an inside cat. We had Dixie, our Shih Tzu, and of course we got Gidget, the Pomeranian, we got Arlo, the Schnauzer, we got Dee Dee, the mutt, and we got Holly, the mutt, and everybody gets along with cats except for Dixie. Dixie passed away, and she said, well, Mama, the reason we couldn't have a cat was because Dixie would have killed it. She would have killed the cat.
Dixie hated cats
she
chickens and anything.
Anything that moved, Dixie would get after, and she was a Shih Tzu. And so Dixie passed away, and we started tossing around the idea of Mary Carl having a cat, and so she and I went to the shelter, and I didn't film any of it because, well, she doesn't want to be on, Mary Carl doesn't want to be on camera, and this was going to be her cat. So I just, I thought there was no need to share it. So they had lots and lots of cats, and Edgar is a black cat. So the black cats are the last ones to get adopted. And they were in their little, cubbies or whatever. And he reached out and he went like that when we walked by. Well, that was her sign that he needed to come home. What was his name at the time? Do you remember? He didn't know his name because he was a kitten, but you know how shelters give all their animals names. It was something funny. And she said, that's the one. And so we got him and we brought him home, and he got to where he was so playful at night that she couldn't sleep. And of course, there was no reason why he couldn't roam the house free at night and allow her to sleep, and while she does her school. So Edgar free roams while she's doing that. And you may or may not catch a glimpse of him from time to time walking past the couch, but he's a good boy. He's worked out well.
To be a kitten, because he's still a kitten.
He's still a kitten. He's less than a year old.
He's extremely calm.
He's extremely calm. He's a hunter. He is a hunter, y'all. Of course, we don't have flies in the house now because temperatures have cooled off, but back during the summer when everybody has flies in the house, y'all, he will jump and leap to try to catch a fly. He'll sit up in the windowsills and watch, watch things on the outside.
Will.
And I feel like he's much more hunter natured than even the barn cats. Just different.
He is different.
So that's and yes, I have cat allergies. I have in the past had allergy testing done, shown that I was severely allergic to cats. But Edgar does not seem to bother me because he's not sleeping in the bed with me.
No, he just kind of walks around and then stays in her bedroom for the most part.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I saw a lot of people say that citrus spray, you spray your tree with citrus spray or citrus scent, and it repels the cats.
Okay.
Now, I saw several people see this, so I'm not for sure if that's
well, you need to write that down.
I wrote it down
because we need all the help we can get because this is going to be interesting.
I wrote it down. I'll tell you what I'm not going to do.
What?
I'm not putting any breakable ornaments on there whatsoever.
No.
To see how it goes first.
Yeah, for sure. If the citrus spray keeps him off of it, then we can go from there. But I just think that the Edgar's going to make Christmas interesting.
And Walmart has a citrus spray.
Okay, good.
So
is it for pets or is it just a citrus spray that's like an essential oil? He's up here now, so y'all may catch a glimpse of him.
May catch a glimpse of him.
You never know. But all the dogs get along with Edgar. I feel like Arlo was more bonded with Dixie than he was anybody. And so we were kind of worried about Arlo when Dixie passed away. Those two kind of hung out together. But since Dixie's passed, I will say that Arlo hasn't bonded with the cat, but the cat has put Arlo's back into being like a puppy.
Yeah,
they play and jump and hop, and it's just a side of him that he and Dixie didn't necessarily play. They just hung out together.
They did.
So it's interesting to see those two together. We see Arlo get excited and run and hop and play. All right. So where are they saying?
It says
it's toxic.
Citrus spray made with essential oil is toxic to cats.
Okay.
I've read that 2 citrus spray. I have indoor cat, and I'm certainly going to try it. I do have breakable antique vintage orders. We got,
we don't want to.
My cat's never bothered a tree. It's called Pure Citrus, and it's in a can at Walmart.
Okay, does that mean that it's going to harm Edgar?
We have to read.
Because I don't want to harm him.
People are saying solar lights is the way to go.
Okay.
Battery lights don't work well.
That's what I used on Moody.
Yeah.
The Moody hay decoration.
I know what you're talking about.
Pure Citrus.
And they're saying Hobby Lobby has Christmas trees half off. Now, I know each Hobby Lobby is different.
We're not buying a Christmas tree, I don't think, for the wagon outside because the weather's going to deteriorate it.
Then, you know how they do the strings to make it look like a Christmas tree?
Yeah.
How about that?
That's what I'm talking about. It's going to be an all-day thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't have any time. So
I tell you, I saw this was a good one because I gotten lately where I love vintage decorations, vintage, even Halloween. I've seen those. Christmas, I really like the old vintage, the plastic. You know what I'm talking about? The old plastic Santa Claus heads and they're
what are you
really
gonna do with that?
I don't know, but that's not what they're saying. A nativity scene and the old. First thing pops in my head are the old vintage light up nativity scenes, but I'm afraid the dogs would get them, tear them up.
We don't need a nativity scene. We can tie Pocket up out there, let Peaches sit around, put Matilda out there. We got the real living nativity
We'd have the real,
scene.
we
would. Real living nativity scene.
But I'm afraid the dogs would get it.
Yeah.
I'm almost 98% positive.
Well, the dogs are grown up, but they still. What did they do the other day that just I could not believe that they had done it because they're grown. I can't remember what it was, but anyway, every now and then they'll do something that makes you think that they're puppies again.
They will.
Every now and then.
They're saying Hobby Lobby has all their Christmas stuff half off right now.
Pure Citrus can harm. I don't know. I don't know what the solution is.
Somebody said that they use the citrus spray and their cats won't touch it. So I don't know.
Well, I guess they know it's toxic.
I don't know. We'll have to do some more research on that.
We will. We will. But this is what'll happen is I've got in my mind to want to do something. Next thing you know, it's a week before Christmas and we hadn't done anything.
That's right.
And then my ideas get thrown to next year and the same thing happens again. So, don't be surprised if nothing gets done to the wagon. I made a long video. I didn't know it was going to be long. I had no idea it was going to be long.
The last one?
Yes. Y'all, I had plans of doing something else. And I just got too tired. And so Jason edited it and he said, it's a good thing you didn't do what you thought you were going to do.
Oh, she wanted to add more to it.
And I said, why? He said, because it was 45 minutes after I edited it. So I had no idea. Time just, and that's our normal day. I saw a lot of people saying, you made me want to take a nap after following you around. You need to rest after all that. That's our everyday. We don't sit down. We don't stop.
We don't stop. Yeah, we're outside all day. We may come in for lunch, maybe. The other day I was working outside. You and me, Carl had run to go do something. I don't know what y'all went and did. I cannot remember now. But y'all wasn't here. Y'all went and did something. Y'all had something y'all had to do. So I was working, and then it was close to 4:00. And I sent you a message because I was going to cook on the grill.
Mm-hmm.
And I told you, I just realized I hadn't eaten lunch.
Well, yesterday, you and Mary Carl left the farm.
We did.
And I stayed home because I had, speaking of the dogs not being puppies, we have a lot of stuff that's been stored in the garage. Jason cleaned out his closet. Mary Carl cleaned out her closet. There were some things in there from working on the Volkswagen motor. And I told Jason, I said, look, if you don't need me to go with y'all, I'm going to stay home because I'm going to get the garage cleaned out.
Yep.
I'm going to get all the stuff loaded up in my car, taken to the thrift store, and get it out of the garage. And so there's a reason for that because hunting season is coming.
Yes.
And I believe November the 22nd is the first day. I don't know. I've got the date written down. But we have a neighbor that hunts.
Yes.
And there have been times when he's been hunting early morning and our dogs chase something.
Yes.
In the area where he hunts. He told me last year that the dogs sometimes interfered with his hunting and I needed to make plans to have them put up. Mm-hmm. Well, our plan was to have our fence completely done all the way down the side of the property before then. There's a fence there, but if they're chasing something, they can get through.
It's a old barbed wire fence.
Old barbed wire fence. So my thinking is time is running out and I'm going to have to put the dogs in the garage during morning hunting season. 30 minutes before sunrise is when it's legal to start hunting.
Gotcha.
So 30 minutes before sunrise, I'm going to set my clock every day and I'm going to get the dogs and I'm going to put them in the garage. And you may say, well, why don't you just put them in a pasture somewhere? Rocky is a magician.
We put them in the backyard, and Rocky will get out of the backyard, no holes dug or anything, so he has to climb the fence.
We have never
climb the fence.
Never. Catherine said it's this weekend. We have never seen him and how he gets out.
Nope.
But Bandit will stay in a fence.
Yep.
Rocky will get out.
He'll get out.
And it's no signs, no digging, no nothing. All I can figure is he jumps or climbs the fence.
He's got to climb it.
So I had to get the stuff out of the garage and well advanced to have them because I knew that they would, if they got bored, they're going to tear something up.
And we need to do a routine with them. So we need to give them a treat.
Yeah.
And maybe some dog food. And so
they'll know. I'm going to have a water
so
in
they'll
there.
know, yeah.
And that way, they're here. They're here unless something catches their eye. Mm-hmm. And I don't want something to catch their eye and him be sitting in a tree stand and I don't know that anything bad would happen, but he's already told us, can you put your dogs up during hunting season?
Yeah.
So with that being said, I'm going to do that. And so I got the garage cleaned out while y'all went to Selma.
Yep.
And made me think that you were talking about you didn't eat. Well, I cooked breakfast yesterday morning.
That's right.
Cooked biscuits because we wanted to try that pear butter.
And it was delicious on biscuits.
Stone Hollow sent us.
Mm-hmm.
And I was already planning to cook eggs, and I said, well, I'll cook biscuits too because we need to try that.
Mm-hmm.
And it was delicious. And you and Mary Carl were on the way home. I said, are y'all hungry? And y'all said, well, we can eat, but we're not like starving because I had some leftovers I was going to heat up. I realized I had not eaten anything all day.
Really?
I had not eaten anything but breakfast. So it was the same thing when you went away.
Yep.
Yes, we'll give them some toys and make sure that they're occupied. And of course, Foxy stays in Mama's house most of the time, but she doesn't stay in there all the time.
Not all the time.
She has to go out, and we're just gonna make sure we make the neighbor happy.
Yep.
It's just people invest a lot of money in hunting.
Listen, I get it. I mean, it's his property. I absolutely understand why he doesn't, want to over there while he's hunting. I absolutely get it. So,
and it may be that they never went over there, but I don't want to take that chance.
Yeah, and I don't think it's something that happened all the time, but it would happen randomly.
Well, we have a bulldog and a lab that frequents our property. Now, Rocky and Bandit act like they're their best friends when they come here. It's like, oh, Ralph is here, or Charlie's here, whatever, come play with us.
That's right.
And they are just,
And the dogs don't, the whoever dogs these belong to do not mess with animals.
That's right.
We made absolutely sure.
No problem with the animals. And we can't help that these dogs come up here. We don't know who they belong to, but they just come and visit and they leave. And so when the dogs do come to play, a lot of times our dogs follow them.
Yeah.
And we don't want that to happen.
We don't want that to happen.
To get on somebody else's property.
Mm-hmm.
So
yep.
I got the garage cleaned out to where the dogs won't tear anything up or bother anything.
And they'll enjoy it. They like going in the garage.
They do. Every time the door opens, as a matter of fact, they go in there and it's like trying to lure them out.
Oh,
because Tucker, she goes in the garage almost every night. And we let her out first thing in the morning. Right. We don't have a cat door in there, but I see a lot of people are saying Arm's family lost their dog Bear to a bow hunter, and we are aware of that. We've talked to Daniel. Jason actually talked to Daniel the morning that it happened, and a terrible, terrible thing.
Absolutely. Chewy makes something called keep off spray.
Okay.
For cats, and I've seen a lot of people say that yes, something to do with the citrus irritates the cat's skin and their mucous membrane. And somebody said they just Googled it too, and it was the same way. So
okay, yeah. Well, interesting. We'll
but
definitely
Chewy makes something called Keep Off that somebody said was made for cats.
Okay. So they're saying it works.
Mm-hmm.
Keep Off, it works. Okay. Good deal. Good deal, because we're going to have something.
Now, Clack is a law enforcement person.
Uh-huh.
He said they now have a law against allowing dogs to roam, but an exception is for livestock guardian dogs. How about that?
And I guess that's an Alabama law.
That'd be Alabama law.
Or a county law. I don't know.
Could be a county law. Yeah, that's true. Could be.
Well, I can tell y'all, my dogs won't be roaming. Not during hunting season. And he doesn't hunt in the afternoon. He told me that, he's only in the stand in the morning.
In the morning time.
And so he doesn't hunt in the afternoon, and I'll have them put up. And I just don't want to take a chance of something happening that I could. Well,
yeah,
I've been told,
right,
basically. So, matter of fact, when we lived at our old farm, we had our first livestock guardian dog was Lulu.
Mm-hmm.
And we had no plans of having Lulu. We are so not spur of the moment animal getters. We have to make plans. We have to make sure everything. We just don't go get something on a whim. But this particular day, we went to auction with a friend of ours, and we were going to watch. It was in Clanton.
It was.
And Mary Carl was Mary Carl even alive?
No.
We went with Julie, and Brad was little.
This was way before
Brad
YouTube
was little.
and everything.
Okay. So we're at the auction, and I really I don't like auctions. I do not like auctions. We went for something to do.
Well, we were
First time we had ever been anywhere like this.
and we didn't have any goats at the time. We may have had a few chickens. So yeah, we were really rookies early on.
We were trying to learn, basically.
Yeah.
And so a friend of ours said, well, there's an auction over in Clanton. Let's go this Saturday. And so we did. And there was a set of bleachers set up. What amazed me was that everybody was eating. Do you remember that?
The crazy. So it was an experience, let me tell y'all. So we pulled up at this place, and it was like 3 or 4 buildings put together. And so you walked in, and they had just a hodgepodge of chairs, remember? All the chairs they had, and they had that little fenced in area where they would run the animals through. And they had a guy up top, kind of like a normal livestock auction. They got somebody up top that was the auctioneer, and they had somebody right now, and then they would run the animals through there, and it was dirt and all that kind of good stuff. And like the first, well, not just the first. So they had, like, when I say a hodgepodge of chairs, they had like office chairs, recliners, just whatever they could find in there. And you can only imagine how dusty and dirty these chairs were. It was crazy. But then they had bleachers too.
We sat on the bleachers.
So, we're sitting there, and we decided, hey, let's we go get us something to drink. Well, you had to walk through. It was like the way the line was made was they had, all the chickens and stuff that they had for auction in cages set up while you're standing in line. And so it was the most.
Thank you, Jennifer.
It was the most awkward feeling that you're wanting, and people were getting nachos and cheese, and it was just.
Yeah, it did not occur to me like it did to Jason. Jason was like, these people are eating these nachos and
cheese.
It's dust all in it.
You're standing there. If you would have turned your head just for a second, a chicken would poke your nachos and cheese out of your hand. It was the craziest thing. I just remember, oh my goodness.
He got so tickled at the fact that people were sitting on those bleachers eating their nachos and cheese, and there's a chicken sitting right there, and a goat walking by you, and
it was crazy.
Anyway, so we're there, and there was probably a litter of like 8 puppies, wouldn't you say?
Probably so.
And the puppies ran through the auction, and they all sold except for one.
Mm-hmm.
The auction ended, and I go up to the counter, and the gentleman is standing there that had the puppies for sale.
That's right.
And he's holding that puppy, and he was like, I said, this one didn't sell. And he said, nope. And I don't know why not. And of course, me being a conversationist, I start talking to him. He said, and she was my favorite one. I called her Lazy Jane. She was the most laid back of all of them. And I'm just surprised that she didn't go. I'm just going to take her back home and let her live out her life. And I'm like, well, we had a few goats at the time. We had a few chickens.
We did have a few goats, but not many. It was our first.
We probably had 2 goats.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Jason, could we get the puppy? And of course, our friend Julie's like, you really need a livestock guardian dog,
that's right,
if you're going to have goats, and stuff. He said, well, I'll sell her to you for the same price that the last one sold.
Mm-hmm.
If you want her. Okay, so we bought the puppy, and Lazy Jane became Lulu. And Lulu was the absolute best livestock guardian dog.
Yep.
I don't want to downplay any other dogs that we've had, but Lulu was the beginning, and nobody compared to Lulu. Still today, nobody compared to Lulu.
She never left the farm.
She never, and livestock guardian dogs are known to roam.
Yes. And to me, the males are worse than the females, but Foxy will roam.
Yeah. Foxy has got a set of wheels that when we lived at our old farm, she would lead Bear away, and she was the reason behind it. Bear would have never left if it wasn't for Foxy. Do you agree?
I agree.
So Lulu guarded the whole front of the farm because that's where all of our animals were.
Yep.
And it got to the point where we had more animals than Lulu could take care of. Well, at that time, we decided that we would get a second livestock guardian dog, and that's where Bear came in. Our friend Terry, that raised Nigerian dwarfs,
that's right,
traveled all over the United States showing these goats, world champion Nigerians.
Crazy.
Had the parents of Bear, and she had one puppy, and she rehomed Bear to us, and so we got Bear. Well, Bear started guarding the back because Lulu had the front.
It's amazing. And absolutely amazing.
It was like they had a pact together.
It's like they had a meeting. It's like, Lulu called a meeting and said, hey, I got the front. I don't need your help. I can handle it. You go find you somewhere else. Maybe go in the back.
And so that's what Bear did. From the time Bear was there, he didn't guard the front unless he was out with us.
Yep.
At night, he patrolled the back. Of course, livestock guardian dogs bark all night long. The first thing we had to get used to when we got Lulu was the barking. It just about drove us crazy initially.
It is. I will say that, and I always say this to anybody that always says that, hey, I'm thinking about getting a livestock guardian dog. They will bark almost all night long.
It's their job.
It is their job, and they were just, and it's not like an alert bark. It's a bark to let everybody know we're over here, and there's no sense of you fox, coyote, raccoon, or whoever to come over here because we're here.
Don't come up here.
That's their first line of defense, and it's just random. It's just their voice travels.
It does,
and it's just woof.
And Lulu had a tendency to lay, up close to the house.
Yeah.
She was guarding things, but that farm was so small that no matter where she barked, you could hear it inside.
You could.
And eventually we got used to it. Of course, we did not have neighbors right next to us, so it wasn't bothering anybody but us.
Right.
Well, with Bear guarding the back, our property was 7 acres, and on top of the hill was an old family cemetery. Well, there was a neighboring property where they had a rental house, and that rental house was some wooded property back behind it where the gentleman that rented the house had permission to hunt. So that was on the back side of our property. Well, he befriended Bear, and every time he would go to work on his tree stand, or he would give Bear some food or he would always tell us, Bear came to visit me, and it was literally the back of our property was that property. That's too. Right. And so he loved Bear. Bear loved him. But y'all, it got to the point where Bear wasn't wanted anymore.
We don't know what happened, but yeah.
It got to the point where he would call us and say, your dog's barking and I'm trying to hunt. And of course, at that point he had lured him to try to get him to be his friend.
You'd already started giving him treats and bones and whatnot. So now you don't want him to do this anymore. You don't want him to come up there anymore.
You don't want him to come up there anymore. And you can't just tell a dog, hey, you can't go up there anymore. It's your property. It's our property.
Right.
But now you can't go. Anyway, it just became a problem because a switch flipped, and he decided that all of a sudden Bear was not wanted anymore.
That's right.
And it was a big mess.
It was
a big mess because, we were getting phone calls and texts and telling us that your dog's barking and we can't sleep at night and whatnot. And he was on our property doing his job, but it was now becoming a problem for him. So anyway, we ended up moving to this property. Of course, Bear came with us, and that took care of all that.
It did.
It was just crazy how the situation evolved from being his friend to not wanting him around.
It was crazy. So I don't know what happened.
I don't know either.
I said it was getting close to Thanksgiving. And I put up a poll on Facebook, and I said, if you only had to choose one, which would it be? And it was pumpkin pie, pecan pie, and sweet potato pie. And let me tell you, I was shocked at the results. I looked at the results this morning. I could see the numbers, and I was shocked.
Why?
Well, number one, all right, which one would you choose if you had to rank? If you had to rank them, pecan, sweet potato, pumpkin, 1, 2, 3. How would you rank them?
Jason, that's not fair.
How would you rank them?
I'm just going to tell you, that's
All right.
just not fair. You want to know mine?
I want to know yours, and I'm going to tell you mine.
Well, here's my thinking is since Mary Carl's been born, my ranking has changed.
Okay.
Because she doesn't like pecan pie, but that would
Yeah.
be my number
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
But she wouldn't choose that.
Right.
So she wouldn't choose pumpkin or sweet potato either. So I
She
guess
wouldn't.
it doesn't
She
matter.
wouldn't.
My top would be a pecan pie.
Pecan. And then what would be next?
Sweet potato.
And then pumpkin.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm seeing nearly the same results here too. And I think I think it's where we are. So mine would be sweet potato 1, pumpkin 2, I mean not pumpkin, pecan 2, then pumpkin. So both of us had pumpkin pies last. On the poll, pumpkin pie is winning.
Really?
Yes. 45% of the votes were pumpkin, and it was.
I think it's a northern thing.
Oh, that's what I'm fixing to say. So it was 45% of the vote, and it was like 2,500 people voted for pumpkin. Pecan was second at like 40%.
Huh.
That means sweet potato only had 5% of the vote. And that blew me away because I would take sweet potato pie over pumpkin pie any day. But I think it is a regional thing.
I think so. Jason, I want to make a sweet potato pie.
I absolutely love sweet potato pies.
I have a recipe that a lady that I worked with long ago gave me, and it's very little sweet potato. So you know what that means? It's a lot of
is a lot of sugar.
That's a lot of sugar. It's got a can of condensed milk in it.
It's really
good. It's almost like you just should raise your sugar before you take a bite because it's
But you know,
delicious.
It don't taste really sweet though.
No, but it's delicious.
Yeah.
I think it's only 2 sweet potatoes in the pie.
Yep. I don't know. I was shocked at the results. I just figured pumpkin pie was, I don't know. I don't know what it was. I was really shocked. I'm gonna say that pumpkin pie was not only not at the bottom, but number one.
Yeah.
And number one by 5%, which was a good bit. Really
I think you're right. It's a regional thing.
I think it's a regional thing. Because here, I mean, even in country music, the song Alabama, Song of the South, Sweet Potato Pie, and I Shook My Mouth.
Yeah, that's right.
So I mean, I don't know. It was just I think pecan is in the middle. So I think pecan, Northerners like pecan and Southerners like pecan pie.
Mm-hmm.
And then sweet potato is more of and it might be a Southeastern thing versus
maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I was really. I don't know. I was shocked at the result.
Well, my mama has already told me that she's going to make a pecan pie for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I had to pick her up some ingredients that she was short on.
Oh, so that's why we got the Cairo syrup.
Yeah, that's why we got the Cairo syrup.
I saw a pecan pie. And
I saved
it, and it was the original pecan pie. And it does not include the corn syrup because that's what that is.
Uh-huh.
And so basically you have to do some extra steps. But yeah, it was quite interesting. And the guy made it and said it was absolutely delicious. So I'll have to pull that back up and let you look at it. It was pretty cool. I like stuff like that.
I know that that's not good for you, but of course a lot of things aren't good for us, and it's a time of the year where we can have a little something special, providing our bodies allow us. And I do enjoy that pecan pie that has the Cairo syrup in it. I think that's what makes you like it is the bad ingredients. Yep. But so your favorite sweet potato? It is. Is it Janelle's recipe that's your favorite?
The one you usually made.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just love sweet potato pie. It's really good. It's really good. I see some people say why didn't I say apple? I just don't think of apple pie.
Yeah, it's just not something that.
Not here. Now that may be a staple in another regions. Apple
That's
pie,
right.
because apples, Alabama has a hard time growing apples.
No, the sweet potato pie is not on the website.
We need to put it there though.
We need to make
I'm gonna write that
It's what
down.
we need to do.
Make it and put it on there.
It's very easy, but it's very, very bad for you.
Well, it's Thanksgiving.
You know, my mama, y'all, she is a sweet potato connoisseur. And it's a it's a fact that if you eat too much orange stuff, you'll turn orange.
Yeah, yeah.
She eats sweet potatoes every single day.
Mm-hmm.
And so the lady that was on the way to town that used to sell sweet potatoes, they came from a farmer in Mississippi. I don't know what happened, but they took her farm stand down. I think she may have went to a home or she may have passed away, but that was my mama's go-to for getting sweet potatoes.
It was.
And so she told me, Brooke, I've got to find somewhere else to get good sweet potatoes. So Mary Carl and I go to Harrison Lake.
Mm-hmm.
And when we go to Harrison Lake, sometime we have had to take a back road because they're paving one of the roads to go there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little stand. You didn't see what I got, or did you?
I saw the case.
Oh, did you?
I did.
So there's a farm stand on the way. And it is simply an honor system, and it's shaped like a gazebo style, but it's around a tree. It's pretty cool, and they've got oodles of vegetables that they grew there, and they've also got sweet potatoes that came from Mississippi.
Yeah.
So maybe they're getting them from that same lady that the
might be right.
Same place the lady got. And so I told Mary Carl, I said, we got to stop here, and I got to see about these sweet potatoes for Mama.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, I'm not kidding. The box,
big. I saw
it is a huge box of sweet potatoes, and she likes the not so big ones. She likes to cut them up and cook them in some olive oil every day. And I got her a big box for $20. Huge box. That's for $20. And so we've got it in the garage where it's cool and dark and dry, and the sweet potatoes they're doing well. They're doing well. So I got sweet potatoes to make the sweet potato pie.
Good. Well, so I am seeing that we were right. So apparently apple and pumpkin are very regional. So I'm seeing a lot of people from the Northwest, Central, and those areas that apple and pumpkin are what they eat on Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Huh.
See, pumpkin pie's up north. I mean, apple pie.
Rhubarb pie, too. I mean, we don't grow rhubarb here,
we don't
so
grow rhubarb.
It's something you just don't see.
I'm betting that sweet potatoes, Mississippi is a big sweet potato state.
Right.
So that makes sense. That makes plenty of sense why we like sweet potatoes and sweet potato pies here.
Huh.
It is a regional thing. I mean, we hardly ever have apple pies here.
Well, no, we don't. We just don't have apple pies.
Peach pies.
Yeah.
Because peaches,
we're in peach country.
We're in a huge peach farming area.
Mississippi Reds.
That never crossed my mind. Now I love some buttermilk pie. Somebody said, I love some buttermilk. Ooh, and egg custard pie.
Egg custard's good.
I love egg custard pie.
My goodness, Jason.
I like pies.
I like pies.
I think I like pies better than cakes as I've gotten older.
And our child would not hardly eat a pie.
I didn't like pies. I know as a kid I was not a pie fan. Just was not a pie fan. I didn't like chocolate pie. I didn't like coconut pie. I didn't like lemon pie. I was just not a big pie fan as a kid. So I understand that. Yeah.
I remember the first time I ever heard about buttermilk pie. That was not something that my grandmother ever made.
Yep.
It was not something that was, that I ever heard about. And Fielding Watts had a recipe for a buttermilk pie. And we ate it at Mark Woodson's house. Do you remember that?
Yep.
And Fielding texted me the recipe for his buttermilk pie. And we were living on Willow Drive then.
Yep.
And so we made the buttermilk pie for the first time, and it was delicious. As a matter of fact, I was looking for the pie crust recipe, which is on our website.
Yes.
On our www.
You had a brain
I got lost for a minute. On our www. And I found a video. I typed in Cog Hill Farm homemade pie crust.
Yes.
A lot of times, y'all, you don't even have to go to the website. If you're looking for something particular, like Cog Hill Farm Major Grumble's chicken breast, you can just write that and it comes up. Anyway, we made a buttermilk pie on the video.
I did.
This was like 8 years ago.
I made an egg custard pie video.
We made a buttermilk pie too.
Okay.
And I think it was Fielding's recipe.
Okay, may have been. I know I made the egg custard pie too, which is Scott Peacock's recipe.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, egg custard pie is so easy. Oh my gosh, that's probably the easiest pie.
That buttermilk pie is easy
it's
too.
It's easy too. Pies are easy for the most part, unless there's a lot of fruit you got to cut up and peel and whatnot. But
yeah, then it becomes
So that makes me think now. So what's the majority now? Pies or cakes? Which one do you like more?
I like both.
You like both?
I like both.
I think I'm leaning toward pies now. I
I
like a good cake, don't get me wrong, but as I've gotten older, I think pies. I think I'm a pie person now.
I think I want to cook today. Oh my goodness.
I'm going to have to make some homemade pie crust.
Yes, you are. If you just make them and put them in the refrigerator, then I can have them to make these pies.
Pies or cheesecake. You know what, though, to me, now, I don't know why it's called cheesecake, because to me, cheesecake is more like a pie than it is a cake.
Yeah, it is. Yesterday.
I guess because cheese pie don't sound good.
Yesterday, there's Catherine. She and I were talking about pie crust.
Mm-hmm.
And she said we were talking about it yesterday.
Yes.
And I told her how good that recipe is. It's Scott Peacock's homemade pie crust recipe.
It is.
And she said that she doesn't like a homemade pie crust. And I said, girl, you ain't had this homemade pie crust, because if you make a pie and you put it in a store-bought pie crust, or you put it in your pie crust, that Scott's recipe, I guarantee you, you will choose.
And that homemade pie crust is on the website.
It is.
And it's easy.
That's where I found it.
I know. You think it's hard and difficult and takes a long time or whatever, but it don't. It's really easy. And I used to didn't have to need the recipe. I could do it without the recipe, but I hadn't made it in a while. So
well, it's time for a refresher.
It is.
It's time for a refresher.
I think it looks like majority of the people are kind of like me now. They leaning towards pies now. And so they're saying that if it was called cheese pie, people would think of pizza. So maybe that's why they call it cheesecake.
They said I need to make Catherine a homemade pie. Well, I'll give her a slice of it. I'll give her and Tony a slice of it. We got to keep the rest of it.
Mm-hmm.
She does need to try that sweet potato pie recipe. And maybe, I think it makes two, if I'm not mistaken. That recipe
It does
pies.
make 2 pies.
So one for us and one for Catherine.
Yep. That's right.
Yeah, we're making people hungry. I do believe.
We got to do that. We may have to do a sweet potato. We could do that and put it in the end of a video.
That's right. That's right. Because I got all the, I don't have condensed milk, but I can pick some up.
Yep.
Well,
I love coconut cake. Coconut cake, chocolate's my favorite cake. Then I think coconut would be second. And I like coconut cream pie too. The one at Mike's, pies by Mike. He's got a good coconut pie.
He's got good everything.
He does got a good everything. Yeah.
Well,
somebody said that their family does pies for birthdays. Count me in.
That's interesting.
Count me in. I don't like those traditional birthday cakes. They just seem too sugary for me.
Yeah, I agree. I was thinking
like a kid's party birthday cake.
I was thinking the other day about Mary Carl's 16th birthday cake.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know what she wants to do. This past year, we had a lady. I hate to bother Zoe with making a cake because she's busy. She's busy. This past year, we had
cupcakes.
Local. Huh?
Did we do cupcakes?
No, we had Lala.
Oh, she does cupcakes, but she did it. That's right.
She had a pretty little cake she made for.
That's right.
And it wasn't like a theme or anything. So
that's right. And Mary Carl kind of picked that out.
Yeah, she did. Because she was selling Christmas cakes.
Yeah.
And she liked the look of that.
That's right.
Remember?
Mm-hmm.
It had the cranberries around it. It was so pretty and decorated. And we went with that for her birthday.
Somebody said that they do a blueberry pie every year for their birthday.
How about that?
Utah pickle pie. Come on now, Bill. You got Bill.
So.
You got to send me an email on this now.
A Utah pickle pie.
I got to know more about this, Bill. Well. Utah pickle pie. Now that piqued my interest. Cakes can be too dry. I saw that. Yeah, it can be. They really can. There is a chocolate cake that I absolutely adore, and Brooke will make it every now and then if I've been a good fella. But it takes her all.
Where is that? Oh, it's Scott's recipe.
It's Scott's recipe.
It's got coffee in it, y'all.
It takes all day long, and then it's one of those cakes that may or may not, when you're done with it, it may or may not look pretty,
but it eats good.
It's delicious. And so what happens is Brooke will work all day on this cake, and something will happen, and the icing not sit on it just right or whatever. And she gets, I worked all day on this and look at the cake, and I'm like, I don't care what it looks like.
That is a very good recipe.
It's called, and it's I forget what it's called. It's something like the best
chocolate cake.
That's it. It is. It's really good. It's in Scott. If none of y'all have,
somebody wanted to know what the name of that cookbook is.
It is The Gift of Southern Cooking. Scott Peacock's and his best friend Edna Lewis. It's their cookbook, and y'all, it is absolutely unreal. And it's not one of those cookbooks. I can't stand when you go get a cookbook and you open it up and the recipes are the craziest stuff, or there's 16 different. You know what I mean? Where in the world can you go get, something crazy that's...
Well, it's the gift of Southern cooking. So it may be that some people in the North may find some of the ingredients hard to get.
It's really, really basic.
It's simple to us.
It is. But it's still on Amazon. You can find them on eBay. The Gift of Southern Cooking. And it is absolutely...
It's our go-to.
Awesome.
It's our go-to cookbook.
Yep. It is awesome. Like I said, eBay have them sometimes, and sometimes I know Amazon has them all the time, but sometimes you can find a used one on eBay.
That's right.
Yeah. And I asked Scott one time before when we talk about his cookbook, does he get royalty? I don't know how that works. And he said, no, it doesn't matter where you buy it from. So I want, because if he got a kickback from him, I wanted him to get it because he's my friend.
Right.
But he said it didn't matter.
Right.
Yep.
So we're doing all this talk about cakes and pies and whatnot.
Yeah.
And somebody sent us something that we tried a long time ago.
Oh gosh, I forgot about this.
And it kind of needs a refresher, because we were told that we did this all wrong the first time we ever did it. The first time we ever tried. This ruins your pie thought. Maybe you need a pie.
I hope there's not a pie made with this.
Ever. I'm sure there is. So first of all, I already have a pre-prepared piece of toast that has more butter than toast.
Mississippi mud pie.
This was the first requirement that I was told, is you have to have a piece of toast that has more butter than toast.
So we got this.
And this is
check.
This is not the way we would normally make toast, but more butter than toast.
Check.
So some of you may know where I'm going with this. We have some Australian followers.
We have a good many Australian followers.
We do. Amazingly, we have a lot of Australian followers. Mm-hmm. Well, this has been sent to us before, and the time that we tried it, we didn't slather our toast with butter. We just used like a dry piece of toast. This is something that's an Australian staple.
And they eat this in the UK as well.
Is that right?
Okay. Yes, because the last time we tried this, we had a lot of followers from the UK say, hey, we and they may even call it something different. Is that right? I know we probably got some people from the UK watching. I think they call this something different, but it's the same thing.
Okay. So I believe it's probably got a seal on it, because
there it is. Is it Vegemite? Vegemite. So is it the same thing? Some people are saying it's not quite the same, but Vegemite.
There's an Aussie.
Yep.
I hope the lady that's in it is watching. So we got a seal on it, because we haven't been frequenting the Vegemite.
Is it Marmite or Vegemite? Maybe Marmite.
I'm not going to lick this off my finger. I can guarantee you that.
But here's what we've been told. You only put a itty bitty bit on there.
Smell it.
The last time
we slathered
No. We've done this. Will be the third time. The first
really?
time was a long time ago, and I think I did it by myself.
Oh, okay.
And I was told I put way too much on there. The second
they say
time,
it's not the same.
Okay, it's not the same. The second time, we were told in the letter,
I can't begin to see
only put just a little bit on there, and we thought we just put a little bit on there, and we were told that no, y'all still put too much on there from somebody from Australia. So
I wonder why they have it in a squeeze bottle if you only put a little bit. But you can't squeeze just a little bit.
Thin.
Okay, well, I have a butter knife. I have a butter
Marmite.
Mar.
Not mayor. Marmite. Okay.
Marmite. We don't know. We know this is Vegemite. All right.
Somebody said you need to toast it more.
I did the setting. It's pretty.
It's not brown enough, but we're going with it. We got this far now.
All right. So y'all say slather it on there? We're going to do just a...
Put it on the... No. Put it on the...
You do it. I don't want to put too much on it.
No.
Well, they can't see you. All right, so you put it on the spoon.
That might be too much. I don't know.
Is that too much?
And it's going to be... I'm doing it thin.
It's not going to spread, is the thing.
We're doing it thin, bro. Thin. See, that's a thin.
Yeah, that's a glob.
What do you think?
I think that's terrible.
But we're going to go with this.
So, how are we going to get to it? Tear it in half?
Yeah, we just do it like this. All right. I'll take the worst of it.
You'll take the bigger bite, and I'll take the smaller bite. We're going to do it at the same time.
I'm going to fold mine over like a pocketbook. Ready?
I don't want that much. It is so salty.
I must say, that was not near as bad as the other two times we tried it.
But it is salty.
It is salty. That is very tolerable. So we did it the right way that time.
We did. It is so salty, though.
It almost tastes like bacon.
Oh, Jason. Well, then I'll start making you some.
That was not that bad. That was not that bad. So they told us that.
I don't like it. I don't like it. You have mine.
So if you ever want to taste it again, we did it right.
We did do it right. Because you could, that little bitty bit that was on mine had a whole lot of flavor.
It is. So I think that's where everybody makes the mistake.
Well, I just don't understand why it's in a squeeze bottle.
I don't know. They put mayonnaise in a squeeze bottle, and
Oh, I love mayonnaise.
I'm trying to enlarge it so I can see what's going on here.
I wanted to know where your readers were. You got any?
I got it up here.
Well, it's yeast, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's take a picture and enlarge it.
This bottle will last you 18 years.
What happened? Okay, there it went.
You know it? If that's all you had to put on there now.
Concentrated yeast extract.
So is anybody from Australia, did we do it right that time? That's what I want to know. Did we do it right that time?
Essential for brain function. Supports your nervous system. Essential for energy release. Folate helps fight fatigue. Enjoy as part of a balanced, varied diet and active lifestyle.
Yeah. So the first time I had it, I didn't put it on anything. I put it on a spoon and ate it, which was absolutely terrible.
Yes, I remember that.
So they said, well, I did it right.
Okay, good.
Did it right. Look at there.
It is very high in vitamins.
So if you're ever curious about Vegemite, you see how you do it now. Somebody said you have to wash it down with a beer. That's the only thing we didn't do right.
Wash it down with a beer. Oh my goodness. That's funny. That is funny. Did I use unsalted butter? I did.
That's all
we use is unsalted butter.
Yeah.
But it was still very, very salty.
I agree with Janet that Australians probably have a higher tolerance of this than we do, and that they eat more of it.
A serving size is 5.
Somebody said maybe a 6-pack.
A serving size is 5 grams. How many grams?
How many grams in the whole bottle? 200.
Gosh, that's still a fairly big serving size.
It's a lot more than we put on there.
Oh my gracious. I was looking at the sodium. It's 165 milligrams per serving. There's 40 servings per package.
Yeah.
And 165 milligrams of sodium.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Somebody said maybe with vodka and whiskey. Oh,
well, we have had that sitting in our pantry for a couple of weeks, and I thought about it this morning, and I just knew, do you need to refrigerate it after opening? I just knew that we needed to retry it.
I don't think so.
You know what?
What's that?
Maybe we should pass this on to Nick and Zoe and let them taste it.
And then they can give it to Catherine.
That's right.
And then Catherine can give it to Clack. And then
they can but they all got to do lives.
All got to do lives.
All right. So I'm going to text Nick and tell him I'm going to leave it at the farm stand.
It's an edible daily vitamin.
Do you have to refrigerate it? That's
no fridge.
Okay. So I'm leaving it for Nick, and I'm going to tell him to pick it up. And on their next live, y'all will see them taste the Vegemite, and we'll see if they get the same reaction.
John, me too. John said I'd rather have raspberry jam on my toast.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, I'm not saying it was delicious, but it was a whole lot tolerable. One teaspoon is 5 grams. That would have been a lot. That's about what I ate probably the first time. It was a whole teaspoon.
Y'all, we put that much on there.
It was very tiny.
Maybe we should give it to Clack first because he's just right up the road.
We could give it to Clack first, and he can give it off to whoever he wants to, May or whoever.
This is going to get confusing. We're gonna try it.
Marmite's sweeter.
We're gonna try to pass it around because it's something we don't. Do they sell it in the United States?
I'm sure.
You think?
Yeah, I bet somebody's got it.
Okay.
I bet Whole Foods has got it or something like that.
Well, I mean, that is not somewhere we go very often.
Yes, you need a beer chaser. I wonder if that's what they do in Australia.
Well, why do they even eat it if they got to chase it with something?
I don't know.
I don't want to eat something I got to chase with something.
No. Musky dime jelly with toast.
May has a Thursday afternoon live. All right.
Ryan. Oh, we definitely got to get Ryan. We definitely got to get Ryan.
We got plans for the Vegemite, especially since it doesn't need to be refrigerated.
The Vegemite is going to make rounds.
The Vegemite's going to make rounds.
Going to have to.
It is.
Yeah.
You can order it online. We don't want anybody to order it. We're just going to pass this jar around.
We got 200 grams here.
We got 40 servings, so it can make 40 stops, and I have a feeling it'll make 80 because nobody's going to eat a serving.
Oh, I don't think so.
This is going to be good.
It's good.
All right. So, are you finished with your coffee?
That come out of nowhere.
That was Vegemite.
That Vegemite was. It was like, hey, I was supposed to have been terrible, buddy. I'm coming back. Coming back for more.
All right.
Yeah, I'm done.
I think you just wanted to sit here for a while. You just look like you were settling in.
Oh, I do want to say, congratulations to Oklahoma Nation for beating my precious Crimson Tide.
You're a good sport, Jason. You're a good sport.
Oh, me.
Goodness. Okay. So now I'm in that zone. I'm thinking about sweet potato pie. If you make my pie crust,
I'll make it.
All right, y'all. So look forward to the Vegemite being spread around because it is going to make its rounds.
That's right. Y'all be good.